Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing the 2023 Toyota Camry SE. This one is equipped with the all-wheel drive, and this SE trim has the 2.5 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. So let me go ahead and show you all the features this SE trim has. Under the hood there is a 2.5 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It is connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 202 horsepower and 182 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers are 25 in the city, 34 highway, and 29 combined. This is the MSRP sticker of this 2023 Toyota Camry SE. It is the all-wheel drive, and if you guys are interested in the standard features it has, just go ahead and pause the video. And the price with destination is $30,483. If you guys are curious about the color is called silver metallic, and it does look alright on this Camry. I would definitely get it in a different color. I would go with a red or blue. Anyways guys, coming to the front, everything right here in the front is finished in flat black. So nothing's finished in gloss black. I really wish that something was finished in gloss black for this SE trim. And for the headlights, they have a nice look to them. The high and low beam are sitting in a projector tube. They are LED, and the turn signal indicators are halogen. I love the way how the grille looks like. It has a nice look to it. The Toyota badge is the sensor for the emergency braking. This Camry has Toyota Safety Sense 2.5 Plus, and on the side there's fake vents. Here is the grille. The grille basically has 2 or 3 parts. There is this top one, then there is like those 2 on the side, and there is a bottom grille. And overall I think the front end looks good, and as I said, everything is finished in flat black, and there is finished in flat black. Fake vents, but definitely those fake vents add a nice look to the front end of this Camry. But let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this Camry SE. Here is the side view of this Toyota Camry, and the side view looks pretty good. The silver metallic has a ton of metallics in it. When the sun is hitting it, you could definitely see those metallics. On the mirror, there is no blind spot monitoring system, but there is a turn signal indicator. I really wish that this Camry SE had a blind spot monitoring system for $30,000. There is this nice sharp line that looks good. Definitely adds a nicer look to the side of this Camry. All the window trims are finished in chrome, and on the roof there is no sunroof. And yeah, overall this thing looks good. For the rims, they have a nice look to them. The size is 235, 45, 18, and they do have that two-tone look or color. They are finished in chrome and gloss black, and I personally think they look very good on this Camry, and I think the size is good and there's a good amount of rubber. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back view of this Camry SE. Here is the back of this Toyota Camry, and I personally think the back of the Camry looks better than the front. And for the tail lights, I really like the design of them. Nothing too crazy, but they're nice and simple, and I think they look good. And everything right here in the back is halogen. I'm not exactly sure about the running light back here. It kind of looks LED, but correct me if I'm wrong. And there's this fake vent. Not a big fan of it, finished in flat black. There is a spoiler on the trunk. Does add a nicer look to the back of this Camry. And the Toyota badge is finished in chrome. Camry is written back here, finished in chrome. The SE with all-wheel drive badges are on the right. And yeah, overall I think the back of this Camry looks good. I love the fact that the reflectors are nice and small. A lot of car companies make their reflectors too big, but on this Camry the reflectors are very good. And the bottom portion of the bumper is finished in the same color as the car. I think it does look good, nice and aggressive. For the exhaust, there's dual exhaust tips back here. They are connected to the exhaust pipe, which is very good. And I really think that Toyota did a great job with the back of this Camry. Here is the key of this Camry. It does look good, has a really nice weight to it. It is mainly finished in flat black. There's a little bit of chrome on it. This key has 4 binds on it: lock, unlock, trunk release, and a panic bind. And to turn on the Camry, you actually have to use this key, so it's not push to start. I really wish that it was push to start for $30,000. Let's go ahead and open the trunk. There's 2 different ways to open the trunk. There's one on the key and one inside. There is no button on the trunk itself. The trunk opens all the way up. The Accord does not do it, the Altima does not do it, but the Sonata and the Camry, their trunks open all the way up, so that's good. Trunk is nice and spacious, very good amount of space inside of this Camry, and you could pull on those handles to drop the second row down, or the back seats. There's a halogen light right here, and in the bottom, let me go ahead and show you what's in the bottom. There is a spare tire with the jack and the jack tools. And yeah, the trunk is nice and spacious, and the opening is nice and big, and I love the fact that the trunk opens all the way up by itself. Here is a front door panel, and the front door panel looks good. This top portion right here is nice and soft. I love this chrome / brushed aluminum trim. This is nice and light but solid. This right here is actually plastic. The armrest is nice and soft. This is plastic. There's a reflector in the bottom. A little bit of storage place in the bottom of this door. Here is a speaker, it does look good. Mirror controls, door locks, everything looks alright. All windows are automatic up and down, and everything has an alright feel to it. This is a Toyota at the end of the day, it's not a BMW. And for the seats, they're actually nice and comfortable. I did take this Camry on about a 30-minute drive, and they were nice and comfortable. They're basically half leather, half cloth. The center is cloth, and the edges and the front is leather. The headrest is leather. Design looks alright, and they're powered with lumbar support. But let's go ahead and move inside this Camry, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2023 Toyota Camry. So the interior looks good, and steering wheel has a nice design to it. It is wrapped in leather, and I think the LE trim I reviewed did not have leather wrapped steering wheel. The steering wheel itself has a nice look to it. There is a few buttons right here to control that 7-inch screen, so you could go up and down, left and right, and there's a back button, phone, volume, voice command, and on the right there is the safety features, the Toyota Safety Sense 2.5 Plus, seat buttons, and the adaptive cruise control, the gap, and the lane keeping assist or steering assist. Behind the steering wheel, the paddle shifters feel a little bit on the cheaper side. They're finished in plastic, not a big fan of them, but this transmission is nice and responsive. Headlight controls and turn signal controls on the left, and on the right is the wiper controls. Gauges look very, very good. Very easy to understand, very clear, and the font is nice and big. And this right here is nice and soft. This is actually nice and soft. I like the gray or silver trim. The air vents have a nice solid feel to them, and there's a little bit of gloss black actually right there. Trip reset brightness controls, automatic high beam, traction control. Here is the trunk release button and the fuel door. And I love the fact that Toyota gives us this nice small storage place. You can put some coins in there if you want to. The only two companies that do that are BMW and Toyota, so I'm glad that they're using this space. Here is the screen. It's a 7-inch screen. It does look alright. Not a big fan of the thick bezels that Toyota is doing, and overall it feels very crowded here. So I feel like that Toyota needs to redesign their interiors completely. Their exteriors are decent, but the inside is not really my favorite. This screen has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's hard buttons on the left and right, volume knob, tune knob. Not a big fan of Toyota system, very old, doesn't look that good. And here is the backup camera. Backup camera resolution is not the best, and it's not the worst, but it's alright, and it is nice and wide. Air vents, everything is finished in gloss black. Here are the climate controls. Climate controls are very easy to use. Automatic function, dual climate control, and here is the off, fan, modes, AC, and yeah, overall it's very easy to use those climate controls. Down here there is one USB 112 volts, and down here there is this sliding door. You could put something here, and you could store things in the bottom. And here is the shifter that will control the 8-speed automatic transmission. As I said, I did take this Camry on a test drive, and this 8-speed automatic transmission is very, very good. There's a plus and minus, so you could control your gears. 2 cup holders, nice and big. I like the trim right here, this gray trim. And here is the drive modes: Eco, Normal, Sport, brake hold, and the e-brake. Let me go ahead and show you the drive modes. So this is Eco, Normal, and Sport, and the armrest is nice and soft. It's very long, which I like. Inside there is a ton of space. There is 1 USB Type-C, 1 USB Type-A, and I think the LE Camry I reviewed, it only had Type-A inside, so it did not have a USB Type-C. And I really like this trim. I think it does look good. This is nice and soft. Up here, the rear view mirror is nice and big. Seeing out of this car overall is very, very good. So the windows are nice and big, and yeah, overall it's a very easy car to drive. The steering wheel is extremely light. The mirrors are mounted on the top part of the door. They're not mounted on the corner, so driving this Camry around parking lots is very easy. And up here there is some LED lights. I really wish there was a button to turn on all the lights in this Camry. Glasses holder, nice and big, SOS. Here is a visor, very thick, and it feels very nice and solid, which I like. There's an extension right here. There is a mirror with an LED light, and the LED light is nice and big, nice and bright. Here is the back door panel. The back door panel has the same design as the front. There's this brushed aluminum trim, and the door handle feels lighter than the front. Everything right here is plastic, and the only thing that is soft is the armrest. This is plastic, plastic, plastic. There's this brownish trim. Here is the window switch. The speaker looks good, just like the front. A little bit of storage place in the bottom of this door. Back seats have the same design as the front, and there is an armrest back here. It is nice and soft, wrapped in leather. 2 cup holders, nice and big. There is a small storage place right here, but there's no USBs or air vents back here. And that's how the front of this Camry looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2023 Toyota Camry SE. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and see Tim here at Wow Toyota in Wallingford. And if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, please like and subscribe, because it does help a lot. And as always, I'll see you next time.